the channel for westerns and more.
Oh, it's just simply gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. Oh, look at that, a painting on the ceiling.
Stunning ladies in westerns.
There's no getting around this fact. Yes, there were sexy women in western cinema, just like all other genres. Many actresses were well known for their looks. Some could actually act. Yes, I know. Not too hard on the eye, these women were love interests. Some were also in leading, more serious roles. Let's take a look at some of these beauties today. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Ursula Andress, 4 for Texas. Andress was at a party when she met a film producer who offered her a screen test for a role in an Italian film. She was cast in walk-in parts in An American in Rome, 1954, The Sins of Casanova, 1955, starring later Bond ally Gabriella Fazzetti, and La Catena dell'Odio, 1955. She was seen by a Hollywood executive who persuaded her to try her luck in Hollywood. Andress, who played Dean Martin's romantic interest in this movie, dated his son, Ricky Martin, in real life. Andress doesn't make her first appearance until an hour into the film.
That's why I like you, Max. You got brains. You're just like a man.
I'm glad you feel that way. Then it doesn't trouble you that
Claudia Cardinale, Once Upon a Time in the West, The Professionals. Appeared alongside Rod Taylor in The Hell with Heroes and starred in one of her best-known roles as former prostitute Jill McBain in Sergio Leone's epic western Once Upon a Time in the West. Such was the power of her performance as the whore that Leone's biographer described her as permanently engraved in cinematic history, and noted how suited to the role she was. Her sex goddess appearance, combined with her mystical, iconographic associations to ease the progress of Jill from tart to town builder, from harlot to earth mover, from sinner to symbol of America, the manifestation of the harlot with a heart of gold.
The hacienda of my father, when Raza is only a stable boy. We are lovers long before Mr. Joe Grant buys the place.
Penelope Cruz, Salma Hayek, Banditas. In 1848, a New York bank wanted to put a railroad across Mexico, so it buys a small bank around Santa Rita, Durando, and evicts farmers on the proposed rail line who owe money. The bank's henchman is the murderous Jackson. He runs afoul of 2 women, Maria, the tough but uneducated daughter of a farmer, and Sarah, the European educated daughter of the owner of one of these banks. To feed the now landless people and to seek revenge, Maria and Sarah become bank robbers, veritable Robin Hoods. But Jackson and his hired guns are after them. What are the women's options?
And what sort of business, may I ask?
Private business.
Hey! Hey, stop! Hey! Maria!
Doris Day, Calamity Jane. In a TV interview, Doris Day humorously recounted the experience of watching the rushes from the first day of shooting on this film, when she had mastered the gestures and physical manner to play Calamity, but had not yet figured out the character's voice. She said she had to laugh at herself, galumping around in buckskin and being all gruff, but with a high squeaky voice, sounding like Minnie Mouse. She immediately realised she needed to bring her voice down to a lower register, and her character was then complete. Day frequently cited this as being among her personal favourites of the 39 films during her 20-year film career.
They've got shacks up to 7 stories, never see any more than glory's but a step from our doorway. We got 'em for free. They've got those minstrel shows, pretty ladies in the big chapeaus, private blondes.
Anita Eggberg, 4 for Texas. Eggberg and Ursula Andress did nude screen tests, Hollywood's first. However, the Hays Board removed all nudity from the finished film. Eggberg did not win the Miss Universe pageant, as one of 6 finalists, but she did earn a starlet's contract with Universal Studios. At Universal, she received lessons in drama, elocution, dancing, horseback riding, and fencing. She appeared briefly in The Mississippi Gambler with Tyrone Power, Abbott and Costello Go to Mars, playing a woman on Venus, Take Me to Town with Anne Sheridan, and The Golden Blade with Rock Hudson and Piper Laurie. Eggberg later admitted she was spoiled by the studio system and played instead of pursuing bigger film roles. Universal dropped her after 6 months.
Careful, my darling. You may just...
Jane Fonda, Cat Ballou. Fonda's career breakthrough came with Cat Ballou, 1965, in which she played a schoolmarm turned outlaw. This comedy western received 5 Oscar nominations, with Lee Marvin winning Best Actor, and was one of the year's top 10 films at the box office. It was considered by many to have been the film that brought Fonda to bankable stardom. Even though everyone knew that they were making at least a good film, no one had any idea that they were making a classic. Jane Fonda recalled, "I have to admit, it wasn't until I saw the final cut of Cat Ballou that I realised we had a hit on our hands."
Don't let anybody ever tell you different.
Make her cry.
Jennifer Jones, Jewel in the Sun, the last of 4 films in 4 successive years for which Jennifer Jones was nominated for an acting Oscar. After winning for The Song of My Bernadette, 1943, and being nominated for Since You Went Away, 1944, and Love Letters, 1945, lead actress, she would receive a 5th nomination for Love is a Many Splendid Thing, 1955. Jones suffered from shyness for much of her life and avoided discussing her past and personal life. She was also averse to discussing critical analysis of her work. Public discussion of her working relationship with Selznick often overshadowed her career. Biographer Paul Green contends that, while Selznick helped facilitate her career and sought roles for her, Jones excelled because she not only possessed outstanding beauty, but she also possessed genuine talent. Sharon Stone, The Quick and the Dead. Ellen, an unknown female gunslinger, rides into a small, dingy prairie town with a secret. Stone named Russell Crowe as her favourite on-screen kisser. She didn't feel the same about Leonardo DiCaprio, saying, "It was about as sexy as kissing my arm." A sex scene between Ellen and Court was shot, but Sharon Stone and director Sam Raimi decided that it wasn't a necessary part of the story. The scene was not included in the American release of the film, but the international version does.
Some people deserve to die.
Our Pictures presents Sharon Stone.
Right all the way to hell to do it.
You're either one.
Madeleine Stowe, Mary Stuart Masterson, Andy McDowell, Drew Barrymore, Bad Girls. When saloon prostitute Cody Zamora rescues her friend Anita from an abusive customer by killing him, she is sentenced to hang. However, Anita and their 2 friends, Elaine and Lily, rescue Cody and the 4 make a run for Texas. Pursued by Graves and O'Brady, 2 Pinkerton detectives hired to track them. When Cody withdraws her savings from a Texas bank, the women believe they can now start a new life in Oregon. But Cody's old partner, kid Jarrett, takes Cody's money when his gang robs the bank, and so the four so-called honky-tonk harlots set out to recover the money, with the Pinkertons hot on their trail.
We ain't heroes.
Into legends.
Jane Mansfield, the sheriff of Fractured Jaw. Fox gave Mansfield a leading role opposite Kenneth More in The Sheriff of Fractured Jaw, 1958, a Western comedy filmed on location in Spain. In the film, Mansfield's 3 songs were dubbed by singer Connie Francis. Fox released the film in the United States in 1959. It was Mansfield's last mainstream film success. Jane Mansfield was 6 weeks pregnant when production began. Mansfield was relegated by critics as a wannabe Marilyn Monroe. Here she would instead be inspired by Mae West. Marilyn Monroe, The Misfits, River of No Return. On the last day of filming The Misfits, Clark Gable said regarding Marilyn Monroe, "Christ, I'm glad this picture's finished. She damn near gave me a heart attack." The following day, Gable suffered a severe coronary thrombosis and died 10 days later at age 59. Monroe died of an alleged drug overdose a year and a half later while filming Something's Gotta Give, 1962. Both Otto Peringer and Marilyn Monroe were forced to do River of No Return against their will, due to contractual obligations. They both expressed their frustrations over the script, which they considered below par. However, the film was a box office hit upon its release, and remains a popular classic western.
Call it the River of No Return. From here on, you'll find out why.
Jane Russell, The Outlaw. Jane Russell got the role after a nationwide search by Howard Hughes for a busty actress. Howard Hughes designed a cantilever underwire bra to emphasize her figure. This allowed the breasts to be pushed upwards and the bra shoulder straps to be moved away from the neck, exposing more of her bosom. Russell did not wear the bra during filming. She said in her 1988 autobiography that the bra was so uncomfortable that she discarded it.
Yes,
What are you doing here?
I live here. Billy, you mustn't. You'll hurt yourself.
Then why don't you quit wrestling with me?
Raquel Welch, Hanny Calder, 100 Rifles, Bandolero. Hanny Calder, Raquel Welch, enlists the aid of bounty hunter Thomas Luther Price, Robert Culp, to teach her how to be a gunfighter so she can hunt down the 3 men who killed her husband and raped her. Yucky Joe, Bert Reynolds, an Indian who robs a bank in order to buy guns for his people, who are being repressed by the government. In turn-of-the-century Mexico, it tells the story of his flight into Mexico and his pursuit by an American lawman. They eventually become allies and team up with Sarita, Raquel Welch, to take up the cause of the Indians. On the set of Bandolero, Raquel Welch was signing autographs for fans. When James Stewart heard her complain that she didn't like doing it, Stewart told her, "You better sign those. They're the ones paying your salary." Welch thought about this, and from then on, willingly signed autographs.
Did you hear that, Mace?
I'm here.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon. The channel for westerns and more.